Hey all you Let's Play fans, Baltus MC bringing you the final episode of Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. So in the last episode we arrived at Doom Castle, took down a boss, and we unlocked the final doorway here in the Focus Tower. Excellent. Also, you may have noticed that I've gotten up to level 41 off-screen, which is the max level that you can get in this game. Yeah, you can tell that by looking at the top right of the status screen. The amount needed for the next level is blank. So yeah, these right here, these are the highest stats that you can get in the game, and they're not really that impressive, although the speed that we have there is definitely going to guarantee that we go first before Phoebe, so I guess that is kind of nice. But yeah, it's definitely not required to be max level in order to beat this game, because that's how easy it gets when you reach the Doom Castle. I just did it mainly to show it off, because I always thought that level 41 was sort of a weird level cap to have. I believe I was at level 33 at the end of the last episode. Yeah, that's more than enough to beat this game with, trust me. And you can see I didn't fix that glitch there with Phoebe's special defenses, so she still has that defense versus Petrify. So that will be helpful as we move onwards here. So speaking of that, let's go ahead and continue. See what we got behind door number 4. We have the Ice Pyramid again. Yeah, if you couldn't tell from the first floor, we have sort of a mini boss rush going on here. We have 4 floors, and each one of them has a theme that fits the boss that we fought in order to save one of the crystals. So that's kind of nice. Yeah, the first floor was the Bone Dungeon. So here we have the Ice Pyramid, and I really miss the Ice Pyramid. Yeah, if you remember the mechanics back in that pyramid as well, you have these statues around here that with the glowing eyes. Hit them with the sword, and it will unlock a doorway for us. Yeah, we got a lot of doorways here to unlock as well. Yeah, we got one guarded here by Squid Bro. Let's go ahead and take him down. Yeah, you might notice that I'm using just Flare and White over and over again. Unfortunately, that's like the only strategy that you need for the rest of the game, because it's like no matter what enemy type that you come across, or enemy configuration, that will always take them out. So yeah, it does kind of suck when it gets to this point in the game that it gets a little bit stale. There's not much you can do about it, I guess, since this is a simple RPG. Alright, we want to head over here to the far right doorway now. Hit that statue. We have to take out this squid guy next. Yeah, and these floors, there's not really a whole lot to them either. They're just really long, meandering paths where you have to fight enemies along the way. It's like, thankfully there's not a whole lot of enemies, but it's still kind of annoying. It's like there's nothing to explore, no items to get. You just have to sort of get from point A to point B. We got a crab up here, blocking a statue. Yeah, remember these freezer crabs earlier in the game, how much of a problem they were to me? It's like now you just do one flare spell and they're dead like that. Alright, there we go. So let's go ahead and hit that statue. Hey, I wonder if we can reach that hook. Oh, it's just one square away. That's bullshit. Now, thanks to that, we have to walk all the way around. Yeah, I wonder if they threw those easy enemies at you just to make you look more powerful at this point in the game. So I don't know why they would do that, because at this point you actually are more powerful than your other character. So it's like, I don't know, I just wish they had a little bit more challenge. Alright, let's go ahead and hit that statue. And that way we can make it to that doorway. Yeah, as you can see here, there's not too much to these floors. Just making our way through them. So thankfully, I believe the Ice Pyramid one is the longest floor. If you're not counting the Pazuzu Tower one. Which it's only long because there's a shitload of enemies in the way. It's like, of course they would do that. Had to remind me of that stupid tower somehow. Alright, so now we're where we can reach that hook. When we come up this way, there's the major boss of this place. Let's go ahead and use some seeds here to get full up on our magic. Oh, there we go. Even though I don't really need to. And we'll take him down. Alright, instead of an ice golem, we have a stone golem this time around. So he is going to be strong versus flame attacks, so flare isn't going to do much to him. But I still want to do that because they'll take out the Cerberus there in one shot. Yeah, there we go. So now they'll just leave me with him. And yeah, we have to be a little bit careful. He can do confusion, and he does have some hard-hitting attacks during this fight. But nothing too bad. The main thing you have to worry about with him is he has an instant death attack called, what is it? Corrosive gas. See, that one can be kind of an annoying attack if he does it on you. Alright, Phoebe, stop being confused for a second. That way you can attack with me. He does have a pretty nasty physical attack called Stone Block, though, that can hit for over 800 damage. So yeah, do make sure that your health isn't too low. You can see we're just melting him away with these attacks. I think when Phoebe goes, that should do it. And there we go. And you get a decent amount of experience from that fight as well. Also, this room has always bugged me too, just because of how small it is and how the stone golem is just off in this corner over here. I don't know, it doesn't have any symmetry to it. It pisses me off. But enough about that. Let's get heading out of here. And thankfully, it's really quick to do so. Yeah, already back at the exit. And see, once we took out that stone golem, the barricades that were blocking these staircases here, they disappeared. And now we can make it up here to the volcano floor. I wonder how they got all this stone and lava up here. They must have taken some building tips from Bowser or some shit. Alright, we want to jump over this way to fight this Medusa. Look, there's a fucking Gorgon in this fight. That's goddamn hilarious that there's a Gorgon here. Like, literally the first enemy that we fought in the game. It's like, I know you're trying to make me look powerful, but it's just kind of insulting, throwing these easy enemies at me. Alright, just go ahead and do that. The flare is more than enough to take out 3 Cerberuses. Let's see. I got arrows in that chest, don't need any of them. In fact, there's only like one instance in this entire dungeon where I'm going to use arrows. So that's kind of hilarious. It's like you never have to worry about running out in this place. Yeah, so you got that Eye Flight there. He's strong versus the flare attack, but White finishes him off. Yeah, I think there's only like one configuration of enemies in this entire place that can survive that flare White combo. But yeah, it's not really, you know, it's not really that much of a threat though. It's like they'll get one attack off on you, and then you'll just end up decimating them. Oh, that was weird. Phoebe actually went first from that battle. It's like her speed is so much lower than mine, so I don't get how that happened. Alright, there's the big bad wyvern of this place. Let's go ahead and cure up, make sure we're in tip-top shape. And we'll take his bitch ass down. Yeah, this guy is Twin Head Wyvern. I actually consider him to be one of the easier bosses of this place. Well, of course, he's not as easy as that bone guy that we fought at the start of the Doom Castle. But he doesn't have any instant death attacks, so that's kind of nice. Hell, I even think that Skulosaurus Rex on the first floor had an instant death attack. Alright, he is strong versus Flare, so I'm going to go ahead and switch it up and use Meteor for this fight, because I'm going to be hitting almost as hard as Phoebe does with that Meteor spell. Holy shit, she got decimated. Alright, Phoebe, get your ass up. We have a fight to do here. It's like, no napping on the job. Alright, now that she's up, let's go ahead and keep the assault up. Yeah, just go ahead and keep using that poison attack. See if I give a shit. Yeah, so you got 1926 there. Then Phoebe has a little over 2,000 with her attack. Yeah, we're gonna be doing some hurt on this guy. Oop, there goes one of his heads. Alright, let's keep that up. It's like Phoebe is getting a little bit low. I'll probably go ahead and cure her up. Ooh, he's starting to get pissed. I always found it funny when he got to that point in his animation. It's like, where did the other spot for the other head go? Like that neck stump. It just disappears at this point. Alright, just go ahead and do that, because they'll take care of the poison and heal her up. It's kind of a cheap tactic, I know, but it's like, you could say that I was doing that in case you died. And speaking of dying, you took out the wyvern, no problem at all. Okay, so now we'll just grapple across here and make our way out of this floor. Yeah, we passed by a Cerberus enemy down here earlier. Yeah, this guy. He's actually blocking the way out for us. But since it's just a Cerberus, we'll just do one handy casting of Flare. And I'll take his punk ass out. Alright, so now we're done on the Volcano floor. So we only have one more floor left to do. And we all know what floor that is. Yep, the Pazuzu floor. Though, look at this place. If Pazuzu Tower had this going about it with those glass walkways there, and how you could actually fall down to a previous floor, that would be interesting. But for some reason they didn't do that in that tower. So yeah, this floor is actually a little bit better than Pazuzu's Tower. Although there's a lot of enemies along the way towards the boss, so I'm going to go ahead and take them out off-screen, and I'll see you in just one moment. Alright, there we are. The pathway to the boss is now clear. Yeah, there's a shitload of those Chimera enemies along this way, and it wasn't too much of a problem. But yeah, just like Pazuzu's Tower, there was just so many enemies, it's like I didn't want to leave them all in. Because it would be that exact same strategy that I was using before of Flare and White. Yeah, I just might as well save you guys the trouble and just edit all that shit out. Yeah, I just love these tunnels here. Although if you look through the glass, you can see that there's no floor there. It follows the scrolling background. So that's kind of hilarious. It's like they couldn't have multiple layers under that glass. Alright, so just head down this way. And there's that Pazuzu lookalike himself. So let's go ahead and take him on. Yeah, this guy is Zoo. So, yeah, not much to say about him. Let's see. Actually, I want to back out. I don't want to use Flare there. Oh, shit. What do I want to use instead? Let's just go ahead and use White. So I know that Chimera there is strong versus the Flare attack. Oh, thank God that didn't hit. Yeah, the main problem in this fight is that he likes to use Doom Dance a lot. Oh, God damn it, Thanatos, you piece of shit. Yeah, he likes to use Doom Dance a lot, and that can put you in a precarious situation. So make sure that you're keeping an eye on that. Alright, just go ahead and do that. Ow! Yeah, he's strong versus that attack, but thankfully it was enough to take him out. So now we just have to focus on this big bird bastard. I think we have enough to get one more round off on him. Oh, thank God. That always makes me nervous when that happens. Alright, and just like the fight with Pazuzu, he does have the Psych Shield ability, so we want to be careful that we don't cast magic on him when he puts it up. Yeah, I had another round there. I could have done some magic damage to him. It's like, I really want to make sure I play it safe, though. Alright, just go ahead and do that, and have Phoebe follow up using her arrows. Yeah, this is the only fight in the game where I'm actually going to use those arrows. Yeah, there's the Psych Shield. And he decided to waste his turn by doing that attack. Yeah, sometimes he will attack with the Psych Shield, and all it will do is damage one or both characters with one hit point of damage. It's like, I like it when that happens, though. Because, yeah, he essentially just wastes his turn. Alright. Do another round of physical attacks here. Alright, his shield is down again. Yeah, you just go ahead and keep doing that shit, buddy. I don't care. Alright, now let's go ahead and get out the hurt here. Oh yeah, look at that flare damage. I love it. Oh shit! I didn't think that would kill him, but it did. Excellent. I love how he completely skipped that last stage of his animation too. Alright. So now taking out Zoo. So let's head over this way now. And we'll just fall down to the previous floor. I mean, you can walk out of there, but it's so much faster to just do this. That floor is such a pain in the ass to navigate through, and you might end up falling off anyways. So just save yourself the trouble. It's like, thankfully you can't land in that lava and get damaged that way, because that would be kind of bullshit. Alright, we have the final doorway here. Let's go ahead and see what's behind it. Baltus, Phoebe, Knights of Light. We crystals now entrust you with our power. Alright, and with that we are full up again on health and magic, and the doorway up here has been unlocked. Also, we have a bunch of big chests around this room that we can access, but unfortunately they don't have any special items in them, they just have a shitload of consumables. And you get some cure potions there, you get a lot of heal potions there. And over in this chest, probably the most important thing, yeah, we can get a lot of seeds out of there. I think up to 50 or something like that. It's really ridiculous how many they give you there. Alright, we're all ready to go. Let's go ahead and see what's behind this doorway. Ooh, look at this ominous area. And there he is, the big baddie himself. Let's go ahead and take him out. Dark King, we meet at last. Indeed, and now you will serve me. I don't think so. We will not allow you to ruin our world. It was not by my hand. Oh, that's a different game. Alas, silly humans, I must share a terrible secret. That prophecy, ages ago I started that rumor. Welcome to the power of darkness. Yeah, and here we are in the final battle of Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, the Dark King. And listen to that music. Holy shit. Probably one of the best tracks in the entire game. Now, there is a way you can really cheese this fight, and it's due to what's called an overflow error glitch. And if you use Cure on him with your main character because of his magic stat, it will actually overflow due to the amount of health that the Dark King has, and it will damage him. And it will damage him for quite a lot, too. Like, it will be like 5 digits or so. Either between like 12,000 or 30,000 damage. Yeah, it's fucking crazy. It's game-breaking, and I don't want to use it. So we're just going to go ahead and take him out the way the game intended. Yeah, just hit him with Flare. Yeah, at this point in the battle, he'll just use a lot of things that will lower down your stats. And if you feel like it, you can use the refreshers here, and this would probably be the only time that they would be useful, since this fight can go on for a little while. Alright, just keep up the pain. Oh yeah, he's really lowering my defense down. I'm gonna go ahead and use the refresher, because why not? There we go. Not really too worried about Phoebe, though. How amusing. Is that all you can muster? I don't know why. Every time he says that line, I always think of mustard. But yeah, here he is in his second form, and he has a shitload of weapons on him. Yeah, he gets a little bit more powerful, a little bit more menacing in this part of the fight, because he has a lot of attacks that can hit one character for like 700 to 800 damage. So yeah, you do have to be a little bit careful on that. Alright, just go ahead and keep up these 2 spells. Yeah, Mirror Sword. That doesn't hurt too bad. He does have a Cure Arrow attack that can damage one of your characters and heal him for 1,000. He doesn't use it too often, but it is a little bit annoying because it extends the fight out a little longer. I'm getting quite low on health now. Let's see. Let's go ahead and send out a cure there. we go. Ooh, yeah, that hit Phoebe pretty hard. But we should be good, though, to use more attack spells. Yeah, send out another flare. Yeah, there's that Cure Arrow attack. Grrr. Now see what I really am. And he's a giant spider. I don't know why, but yeah, he is a giant spider. Well, that's a new one. Yeah, in this part of the fight, he can get really strong. It's like he has a couple web attacks, like a silver web that can confuse and poison, which if it hits our character, it's not going to do much. He has that Spider Kids attack, which hits really goddamn hard. Yeah, it took Phoebe out. Probably his most menacing attack, though, and the reason why I didn't fix that glitch with Phoebe's special defenses, is that he has an attack called Golden Web, where that will just instantly petrify one of your characters. It's like, since I have the Aegis Shield, I don't have to worry about that, and since I didn't fix the glitch with Phoebe's defenses, she also has that defense as well. So yeah, if he uses that attack, unless it hits critically or he hits me when I'm really low on health, it's not going to be anything to worry about. I'm just going to cure myself up because I took a shitload of damage there. Man, stop that. Even though I have defense versus it, it still hits for over 400. Alright, go ahead and use a flare there. And Phoebe actually ran out of wizard spell charges, so I'm going to have her use a seed. Yeah, one of the only battles in the game where you get to do that. Where you actually go on for so long that you have to use a seed during it. Oh, shit. Let's do that. I'll have Phoebe try and use life on me. Well, she's gonna die, so I don't have to worry about that. Ooh, he's in his last phase now. Becomes a hentai nightmare. Right. Thankfully I got to go first there to revive her. Ooh, that's not good. Let's go ahead and send out a cure spell. Just in case Phoebe decides to hit us both with something nasty. Holy shit, that hit hard. Yeah, let's see. I want to go ahead and use life on her because that will cure her and take care of that confusion. There we go. Oh, god damn, that Mega White. Alright, good to do one more flare there. He's almost done. We can take him out. Man, he's being real ornery in this fight. Alright, we've taken him out. We've killed the Dark King. And I love that slow fade that he does, too. Yes, yes, we defeated the Dark King. At last, it's all over. What's this? Hey, it's the old man. But he wasn't an old man. He was the crystal of light all along. Evil can't thrive if you keep hope alive. Use your courage and respect your world. A bright future awaits you now. Go and enjoy all the world has to offer. Thank you. So yeah, the old guy that we were coming across throughout the entire game, he was actually the crystal of light. I mean, he could have just told us that, but he decided not to. Sort of a weak twist in this game, I guess. I also like how once you beat the Dark King, it just goes right into the ending. It doesn't waste any time at all. Baltus, you say the Dark King was the problem, and you beat him? But of course. Say, what's become of Reuben and Captain Mac? They're fine. They've already headed home. Great, sometime I'll drop by and say hi. Though I don't really know what the Dark King was doing. It didn't seem like he was doing anything else in this game. It's like we revived all the crystals, he was just sort of there. You're safe! What are you going to do now? Hey, maybe you can answer that, Mac. How about lending me that ship? I need a little more adventure in my life. Don't worry, Kaylee. Alright, but let me see if it's still seaworthy. Don't forget your cap again. Yes, we've been talking about that goddamn cap since we first set foot in Foresta. It's like, holy shit. Yeah, I gotta go say hi to Spencer now. Spencer, you still digging? Yep, all because of you guys. Anybody seen Tristram? That jerk, he's gone treasure hunting again. Well, tell him I said hi. Like, no, fuck Tristram. Hate that bastard. Yo, yeah, listen to that rockin' tune. Hey, Ruben, you playing lead vocals? How's it going? Ruben, couldn't be better. Why don't we hang out in this town? No way, I'm off for more adventure in Captain Mac's ship. At least let me see you off. I just like how you beat the game and all of a sudden your main character's like, fuck you guys, I'm out of here. The ship's better than new. Thanks, Mac. 3 cheers for Captain Baltus. Now, I think I mentioned way back at the start of the game that I would name my character something weird. That way, I would get all the way through the game to get to this point, just for a small joke. Like one time I named a character Crunch, just so she would say, 3 cheers for Captain Crunch. I don't know. That's how bored I was when I was a kid. Wait till you see my next invention. Can you come over again? No, fuck you, Norma. Have a good trip. Do it up while you're young. Well, I do have Phoebe and Kaylee here. Well, no, I don't think she meant that. I think I've had all the adventure I can stand. How about taking me along? You'll need an expert treasure hunter. Oh no, Phoebe left the party. You know what you're saying, Grandpa. You'll be back in no time. See the world for me. We're going to miss you. I mean, look how stupid your main character is. He has 2 girls there that obviously want him, and he's like, duh, I'm gonna go out on an adventure. Yeah, see, look at that. They're the only 2 that see him off, too. Like, what an idiot. Alright, and there we go. Sailing off into the distance. At least it's not too bad. Kind of peaceful to be out on our own after all that. Oh my god, spoke way too soon. That fucking music. Yep, it's Tristram. What are you doing here? I can't resist it when I hear about an adventure. I'm going to keep an eye on you, kid. That's Baltus, you nut. I don't know why we have to take Tristram along, I'd just throw him overboard. But that's it. This has been Let's Play Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. I hope you guys enjoyed me playing through this game, even though it took a really long fucking time to do so. I just had so many problems recording this game. Like, the dialogue would get fucked up, I'd have recording issues, like the recording wouldn't go through, or the video wouldn't record. This whole thing's been a nightmare. But the game itself still has been fun to play. Well, let's go ahead and talk about it, though. Like, the graphics are really good in this game. I have a very polished feel about them. And, like, all the dungeons are so awesome. Like, the Ice Pyramid and the Volcano. Really takes me back to the 90s when I play this game. I always think of, like, 95, being curled up in a blanket during the winter time playing this game. It just has so many specific memories for me, and that's what I like about it the most. Now, the gameplay, as you've noticed throughout this entire LP, it's just so simple. Like, maybe too much so, like it gets a little bit patronizing with how easy it is. Like, how you just have one character be completely automatic, and how they're always stronger than your character. It's like, I don't know, I guess it is like a beginner RPG, but I felt like they could have made it a little bit more difficult. Now, the storyline, basically, what storyline? This thing is so cliche. It's boring and predictable. I mean, just look at the last fight. It was out in space, and you're fighting an enemy called the Dark King. It's like, that is really goddamn cliche. But that's not the reason why you play this game. It's boring and predictable, yeah, but there's just something about its cheesiness that keeps you coming back to it. Now, the music, that's probably the best part of the whole game. The music, along with the graphics, it just makes this whole experience, and it always keeps me coming back to this game. So overall, yeah, I would recommend it, even though it's a little bit simple, and it's the same game every time you play it. It's still a lot of fun. It'd be really cool to see like a sequel or a ROM hack to this game, just because of that. End. And if we hit the A button here, now we can make that black border go away. Also, if you look carefully at the ship, you can see a blue and an orange dot wandering around on it. I'm guessing that's your character and Tristram on there. They're gonna have parody butt sex. But yeah, this has been Let's Play Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me play through it, and I hope you enjoyed playing through it yourself if you were following along with me. This has been Baltus MC saying Godspeed in the gaming world, and stay tuned for more Let's Plays to come.